6:43, 6:43 p.m. You're waiting. 6:43 p.m. You're waiting, yeah. Yeah, it's open.
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
It's fine. I'm about to shave.
Oh, nice.
Your mom left food for you.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Is it this right here?
I don't know. She just told me to let you know.
I'm guessing it's this. Cool. How you doing? Everything okay?
Yeah, it's peachy.
You need anything?
No? You're looking up?
What's up with that filter you put by my door?
Oh, I was trying to figure out how to clean it. I didn't want to mess it up. I thought maybe you can get a hold of Giovanni to find out how we are supposed to work it.
How was, did you test the tank already?
No, not yet. But I'm changing the turtles. And they seem to like the regular water.
Well, when we have time, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I've been watching the Turtle Girl, and she pretty much, it looks like the same filter. The Turtle Girl, she takes it apart and she dumps it in the toilet. And she seems to know a lot. She says it has microorganisms that are healthy for the turtle.
So there you go.
And she also said not to put no chemicals.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just to rinse it,
No
and that's
boiling.
it, and put it back.
I would avoid using hot boiling water
Yeah, me too.
because it's plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic, you're right.
But maybe tomorrow I can clean it.
Yeah, I give you a hand. I just want to make sure, because I didn't want to damage it.
No, yeah.
It looks like a very expensive product, and you want to take chances when it comes to something like that. Make sure you contact Ivani that we don't mess it up.
I know how to do it, but
All right.
it's just messy. You gotta.
Well, we got buckets. We got many buckets.
It's something you don't want to do inside the house, maybe outside.
All right. All right, good looking now. finish shaving. 6:51 p.m. 6:51 p.m. We still don't see anything. 6:51 p.m. Oh, look at that. The mule has returned. The mule has returned and he's not hiding the vehicle. How about that? That's a change. The mule has returned and not hiding the vehicle. How about that? He's right here. Okay? He's right there. So it's 6:52 p.m. 6:52 p.m. We are focused and we are waiting. It's a waiting game. 6:52 p.m. 6:52 p.m. He should be coming back out, and this should be a reload. This is a reload, and again, he is not hiding behind the tree like he usually does. Not sure, but he usually hides right there. That's his spot. But today he was inspired. At this evening, he was instructed to park there. What's the change up? I have no idea. So we're gonna, this brings up a red flag, of course, and we have to be more vigilant and find out what's going on. 6:53, moving on. Or you know what? We're just gonna let it roll. We're just gonna let it roll and find out what this is about. Because obviously, this is not the norm. Okay, so we're gonna try and figure this out, guys. We're gonna try and figure this out. I'm shaving and I'm taking a shower. We're gonna try and figure this out, guys. That is not his norm. And it's 6:55 now. So we should be seeing some type of movement soon. The murder plot continues. Extreme high level frequency electromagnetic field shock treatment to the brain continues, coming from next door, 5135 second floor hideout. And, here we go. Told you. He came back out. And, of course, this is what we've been waiting for. I told you. He should be coming back out. This is how quickly they move. And I knew something was up because that's not the norm for him to be parked there. That's not the norm. So I knew something was up. And that's why I hesitated as far as this is a red flag. It just caught me that this is a red flag, and his intentions are very clear. Once I removed myself from the window, instructions were given. High-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activities. Instructions given on command signal. Murder plot continues. Extreme high-level frequency electromagnetic field waves. Shock treatment to the brain coming from next door, 5135 second floor hideout. Daily ordered instructions by Anthony J. Lowther, nephew of Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132. We're asking for the public support, assistance regarding posted date, Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, January 8th, 2025. And of course, today is March 20th,
2025, Thursday, 6:57 p.m. We are focused, and this is the day after Town of Cicero Police Department harassment. That's right. This is the day after Town of Cicero Police Department harassment, and this is the reason why. That's right. Special delivery, white powder bags known as cocaine, and these are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. And they're trying to, the police officers yesterday involved in criminal activity are trying to provoke a confrontation. That's right. That's why their white Suburban four-door was parked in front waiting just for me. That's right. And this is an act of provocation. And these police officers involved in criminal activity, of course, are waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order of protection. And ex-wife was off to yesterday. She was home. And they were trying to create family conflict as well. So we are waiting. The machine, Town of Cicero mayor, reelected as safe haven for this type of criminal activity. And yes, there's some news media outlets in the pockets of organized crime. That's right. There's news media outlets protecting this criminal organization here in Town of Cicero. All you have to do is turn on the channel and see for yourself what news media outlets are constantly out here making sure that Town of Cicero is placed in a real nice light. That's right. So that's all you have to do. And once you know these what news media outlets are involved in criminal activity, turn the channel. Cancel them out. Get your news media news sources from a different outlet. Do not continue supporting this criminal organization. Again, there's news media outlets protecting this criminal organization involved in daily drug dealing, trafficking, distribution, and packaging white powder bags known as cocaine, utilized on teenagers to manipulate them to react and get hooked on. And this is how they're able to create family conflict as well. Insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. That's right. And that's why I'm a target. And we are still following and we are watching to see what is keeping his delay. He's waiting for the command signal. He was instructed to park there. And he moved he was in a hurry. If you notice how quickly he moved out. He was in a hurry, but all of a sudden, he was instructed otherwise. So there's been a halt. He has a complete change of mind now that I was shaving in the bathroom, and he just got here. And we continued our surveillance, and as soon as I started walking away from the window, sure enough, he was instructed to come back out. And now he's just sitting there like a duck, and organized crime next door, 5135, second floor hideout, is trying to figure out what's their next move. We are waiting, and I guess we're going to sit here and just wait patiently. And again, this is a red flag, him parking there, and now he got caught, and he does not know. He's just following instructions, folks. There's no denying that. It's not below zero outside to be warming up the car for this long. Obviously, he has been instructed to do otherwise. So right now, he's just waiting. And we're going to continue waiting as well. It's 7:01. Let me make sure. 7:01 p.m. 7:01 p.m. And we're going to wait here and find out what's the meaning. What's was the reason for the brain attacks. That I'm being attacked constantly electronically, brain attacks. This is a high-tech surveillance monitor that can transmit and transfer high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves shock treatment to the brain. The YouTube channel continues to be attacked. The internet connection disabled. That's right. Can shut down any power source outage. It is posted as a national security threat for this purpose. And we just got surveillance of the Bagman. That's right. The Bagman has been hiding for over a week now. And we were able to capture surveillance of the Bagman walking underneath my window real fast. So at least we got him again. And again, this is the reason for the town of Cicero police officers involved in criminal activity, harassment. They do not want continuous surveillance of 5130 and 5132. Open for business, daily drug dealing, trafficking, distribution, and packaging white powder bags known as cocaine. After-school sugar manipulation continues. Before and after evidence of fire, no investigation, cover-up, 3 fake home visits by police officers involved in criminal activity. We are waiting, and obviously he is just waiting there. Just waiting for the command signal. And we're going to be waiting right here with him as well. This is a red flag. This is not the norm for him to be parked there. Obviously, he was trying to avoid the camera on the other side. That's my guess. We had the camera on the other side, and he was instructed to park here. And the lights turned off of the vehicle. The lights are off in the vehicle. Let's see what's going on. (7:04 p.m.) 7:04 p.m. Waiting. I'm telling you folks, 2025 promises to be another year of surveillance. We are asking for the public's assistance. Please call Internal Revenue Services, the IRS. That's right, we're hitting this criminal organization where it hurts in their pockets. Post a date, January 8th, 2025, regarding property 5132. And watch the magic happen. That's right. This criminal organization is reacting. They're panicking. And they're responding. Yesterday's attack of the police officers involved in criminal activity was a sure sign that, they're panicking. And they do not want this criminal organization to continue getting exposed, especially when they're utilizing babies, children, and teenagers. And we have this individual. This individual is one of the mules. These are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. We have him on video engaging with the minors in several occasions and driving reckless under the influence as well. And nose check. Plenty of nose check. And the windows continued covered up in black construction bags at 5130. And no address identification. Community gang stalking in the background, trying to give some type of distraction so he can just pull away and drive to his destination without being, without the camera being on him. We already know where he's going. He's going over the bridge on Laramie. And the reason he feels so safe going over the bridge is because that's where the police officers involved in criminal activity are placed. Yes, these police officers involved in criminal activity are placed in high-ranking departments to make this call. This is a safe passage. Let me repeat this. This is a safe passage for this type of drug activity. That's why they feel so defiant. And there's nose checks. There's white powder bags inside the mailbox at 5130 underneath the front porch. And that's why you see that, and no questions asked. And of course, again, there's news media outlets that are involved in criminal activity. And that's one of the reasons why we have a new administration in the White House. There's people moving out of Chicago because they're sick and tired of the corruption that's going on. And our taxes just continue going up. And these are our tax dollars going down the toilet, folks. We contacted other government agencies and State Representative Chuy Garcia, Congressman, State Representative Lisa Hernandez, the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, Chicago and Dearborn, Illinois, Department of Sexual Harassment, Homeland Security, Child Protective Services. There's a number of agencies, including all the news medias. And, of course, the news media outlets that are involved in criminal activity. Oh, here we go. That's what we were watching for. There you go. Moving quickly. This is a reload. This is a reload with the Candyman. Lights off. And that's the reason for his delay. There you go. And that's the reason for the brain attacks. There you go. He was with the Candyman, and he was carrying stuff as a distraction. There you go. Covering up his head as if we don't know who he is. Okay, there you go. There is activity with the Candyman in the basement. So we got that. There you go. There is activity. Now everything's coming to light. See how this works out? He wasn't just sitting there because he's bored. He was sitting there because he was waiting for his partner to get the reload from the Candyman who resides in the basement. There's customers waiting, folks. And they have a fake job front, as if they actually going to work. There you go. They're moving product. And they're moving quickly. Lights off. Look at how quickly he shut the door. Intentions are very clear. There you go. Intentions are very clear. They're being well protected by news media outlets involved in criminal activity. This is one of the reasons why we have a new administration in the White House, because the people are sick and tired of being lied to, and our tax dollars, this is what our tax dollars is contributing to. Covering up this criminal organization involved with children, babies, and teenagers. And what do I get in return? Well, I get Thomas Israel police officers harassing me on a daily basis while grocery shopping, while at home watching TV. They're waiting for me, and they're trying to provoke a confrontation. And of course, these police officers are waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order of protection. Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, well documented on this YouTube channel from the very beginning. Public meetings with Melo Greco, main proprietor of 5132, along with his nephew, Anthony J. Loader, public enemy number one regarding drug dealing and insurance policy fraud, murder plots, set on civilians. That's right, murder plots set on civilians, and it's called organized crime family process. Manipulate businesses, remain in control, silent victims. Organized crime family process equal to radiation, microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. This is what they want to cover up. The front cover-up, of course, is each time the victims react to daily plan attacks, such as bright light harassment, cover up all the windows, the family will react by calling 911. My family has been preconditioned by Town Cicero Emergency 911 dispatcher named Anna. Unprovoked home visit at 5 a.m. requesting to speak to me. Joint collaboration with Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart. And at 5 a.m., my ex-wife opened the door, and they proceeded by knocking furiously on my bedroom door while sleeping. Under duress conditions, I continued sleeping, but before they left, they instructed my ex-wife, if Miguel Rodriguez, starts acting in any peculiar way, do not hesitate. Call 911 immediately. This is called preconditioning the victim's family to respond, and it will become second nature for the family to respond by calling 911 each time the victim responds to daily plan attacks. This is the reason why you see homeowner Martinez family, and today she's not parked there. Now she's parked over here, away from, see, the opposite direction from, if I turn the camera away from here. See how that works? The opposite direction. She's parked over here, bait, focus, follow, attention span, and they're making sure that I don't have these 5130 or 5132 on video. See? So that's how that works. So that's social acting. Social acting plays a very big role in this organized crime. Fear. They have manipulated my ex-wife as far as fear tactics by leaving notes of fear that we're going to come for you. And obviously she's frightened, and I'm trying to be mindful and considerate of her wishes. She does not want me recording. The surveillance is going to go on, folks. Either I'm here or not. If anything happens to me, it's just going to bring more credibility to this YouTube channel, even with the help of these news media outlets involved in criminal activity. Let me repeat that. Even though my brain is being attacked, sooner or later I will succumb to an illness and I will not be able to continue my surveillance, which is fine, because anything happens to me, it's going to bring more credibility to our YouTube channel regarding electronic harassment. And hopefully these lawmakers can place into a bill making electronic harassment murder, capital murder, number 1. That's right. Because it is being used on me for this specific purpose. It is a murder plot. And it is attacking my blood vessels of my brain. And over time, it will weaken. And the brain vessels, well, let me make a perfect example. High frequencies targeted at a glass container with water. If the frequencies are high enough, the water will jump out. Higher density, well, the glass will shatter. Similar to the brain fibers. The brain fibers will start weakening, and the electromagnetic field waves shock treatment to the brain will increase, will make the blood vessels expand and contrast, and of course, over time, the bleeding will start. This is an aneurysm, and tumors of the brain damage. So the bleeding, once the bleeding stops, I have a great relationship with my doctor at Oak Street Health, Dr. Augustine, and he advised me, yes, Miguel, you were bleeding, but your bleeding has stopped. You have nothing to worry about. Well, guess what? When the bleeding stops, it turns into dry blood. This dry blood will travel up the stem of the brain, cutting off the oxygen. That's why it's called silent incoherent victims, nursing home final faith. Identity theft Medicaid takes place. It is an insurance policy fraud on victims. And there's a reason why the daily plan attacks are so frequent. Because this is their safe cushion. If something happens to me, they want to avoid any suspicion, any investigation, even though they're being helped by certain media outlets in their pocketbook. They want to make sure I develop a history of mental health issues, well documented by police officers involved in criminal activity, once I react to daily plan attacks. Again, bright light harassment, cover up all windows. Electronic harassment. The YouTube channel continues to be attacked. Internet connection continues to be disabled. And this is how, and high-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activities. So this is how they're carrying on this murder plot on civilians of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Again, he's just sitting there like a duck, and wishing, hoping, praying that I will go take a shower and look at. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you this. They just don't know what to do with me. This surveillance. I'm telling you, this surveillance promises to be another year. 2025 promises to be another year of surveillance. And this criminal organization, even though they're being protected by news media outlets involved in criminal activity, we're still going to go for it. There's community gang stalking in the background. They can make all their noise they want. But are they going to be able, they can maybe fool all these government agencies, but are they going to be able to make that same dance with Internal Revenue Services, the IRS? That's right. That's why we're hitting this criminal organization where it hurts. And just wait till this government agency starts knocking on doors. And we're making their job extremely easy because everything is being documented. The mob, Board of Education, District 99, male and female, plan hits with second character witnesses and police officers' daily harassment. All this is on video. And the customers that are usually waiting to put their hands inside the mailbox, including using children, senior citizens, grandma, who resides at 5130 as well. You already saw what's happening. The mule, organized crime family employee, these are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. Just look at him. Look at him. He's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. And this is the consequences of what happens when you get your hand caught in a cookie jar. And they just got burnt. They just got burnt. They're confused. The lights are off to give the impression that they're going to sleep early. Look, I'm not lying. Look, see? The lights are off. The lights are off. And we're going to continue. We're going to give them a little privacy. Yes, I am going to take a shower. And you guys judge for yourself. You guys go ahead and judge for yourself. I wonder if Miguel Rodriguez might have something there. Because is he going to continue being there while I go in the shower? Well, you guys figure it out for yourself. You guys figure it out for yourself. And also figure out what news media outlets are protecting this criminal organization. Simply by watching and turning on the TV, you're going to see for yourself. That's why they're so defiant. That's why they feel so confident acting this way. But their time is going to be shortly lived. I'm telling you, with your support. Do not let my death go in vain. I'm asking for the public assistance regarding posted date, January 8th, 2025, and watch the magic happen And there's a reason why Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, moved out. He panicked upon notification of my brain bleeding by University of Illinois. MRI and CT scan of my brain bleeding. That's right. I am a victim of a brain aneurysm. And this is electronic harassment, folks. This is the real deal. There's similar products in the Los Angeles, California area called the Bazooka. A microwave refurbished to transmit and transfer electronic harassment. The only difference is that this high-tech surveillance monitor... Oh, here we go. He gave up. He gave up. He gave up. He gave up. And now, let's see what he's gonna do now. Is this a confrontation? Let's see. Ah, he went back. He went back. Let's see what this is going to happen now. Let's see. Let's see. He doesn't know what... Oh, now, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All this time wasted. And intentions are very clear. Intentions are very clear. Slamming the door. Slamming the door. Slamming the door. He's clearly upset. Customers are waiting. Customers are waiting. There you go. Open for business. Open for business. That's what he was waiting for. See that? There you go. There you go. There you go. All this time wasted. That's time that I'm never going to get back in my life. But that's okay. It's for surveillance purposes. All right. And there's a reason my brain is being attacked. These are distractions. Look at how long it took them to make that decision. To have the golas to come out the car and go around the corner and meet the customer. They got caught. They got caught. And the other individual, all lights are off to give the impression that he went to sleep early, like a good little boy. Yeah, right. We know that they're targeting teenagers in the game of manipulation to create family conflict, insurance policy fraud. The younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. This is a murder plot being placed on civilians, especially young teens. And they're being protected by news media outlets involved in criminal activity. I'm not saying no names. All you have to do is turn the channel on and watch what news media outlets are out here on a daily basis, making sure that Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic is placed in a nice light. Community gang stalking continues. Community gang stalking continues. There you go. Open for business. Open for business. They got caught. They got caught. I was about to take a shower. I was shaving, and I quickly came over here, and what caused that red flag, he's not supposed to be parked there. That's not his regular, that's not the norm. Now the lights are on. They had their chance to run and hide from the camera. Now the lights are on. Now what they're going to do? Well, we're gonna stay focused, folks. It's going to be a long night of surveillance, guaranteed. A long night. All right. It's 7:25 p.m., 7:25 p.m. My family has no idea. I have to tippy-toe to the window to record. But the surveillance is going to continue, no matter what. You can put your that money in the bank. We're going to continue. And there's a reason why Homeowner Martinez family is rewarded with brand new vehicles. That's right. Brand new vehicle. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. The customer was served, and I believe is in the liquor store around the corner. That's where the drug transactions are taking place, and that's where the customers are meeting up with him. Okay? And he's going straight to the Candyman, of course. Reload. He got rid of what he had with the customer around the corner. Now he's going to get a reload and do the same process all over again. And, of course, he has the vehicle there. See how that works? Intentions are clear. Come on now, people. Wake up. Wake up. This is the real deal here. It's not just about drug dealing. It's more than that. There's a reason this criminal organization is able to stay afloat for so many years. No open cases. There are news media outlets protecting this criminal organization. This is how deep their pocketbooks are. So, how do I come to that conclusion? Well, I've been contacting the news media outlets for quite some time, and we're not getting the response we should, even though we have the evidence. And I mean, you can see it for yourself. And I have gone personally to several news media outlets in person, and I have met them out here. And I'm getting nothing but, here we go. Here we go. We all know who this is. Driving real slow. We all know who this is. Look at the license plates. We all know who that is. Look at the license plates. This is the white truck that's usually hiding from camera view. He was instructed to keep moving. He was instructed to keep it moving. That he's on surveillance. And he's recording. He was instructed to. But he's going to come back. He's going to come back. Once I start taking a shower and shaving. He's coming back. See how everything's coming to light? See? Everything's coming to light. Okay? And now we're waiting for the mule to return back from the reload with the Candyman in the basement. Here we go again. Here we go again. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Open for business. Oh, here we go. Reload. That was quick. And let's see if we can get an eye contact from him. He's just going to sit there again. And he's waiting for customers. He's on the phone. He already got the reload. And you can see the phone is on. And he just has to wait for the customers. So it's going to be another busy night. Brain attacks continue. It's going to take a lot of brain attacks, folks, to get rid of me in high frequencies. They're going to have to carry me out in a body bag. That's right. I love what I do. This is a public service. And I care. That's right. And I care. So this criminal organization just got another good education one more time. And they're going to continue getting a good education every single day, including these police officers involved in criminal activity. Including, it goes up the chain of command, the machine telling the Cicero mayor reelected a safe haven for this criminal activity. Open for business. There's a reason why you do not see police officers going back and forth on 24th Street. There's a reason why. Because they're involved in criminal activity. That's why. They already got the signal that I covered up the windows. They already got the signal. And this is cause, and this is the ticket to have the victim documented and enrolled and processed, and to create family conflict as well. The bridal harassment is coming from next door, 5135, second floor hideout. And that's where Nello Greco main proprietor of 5132, along with his nephew, Anthony J. Loader, are constantly attacking my brain and my YouTube channel and internet connection disabled. Well documented on this YouTube channel. So there he's just going to sit with the lights off and most likely put his hand underneath the porch and place the drugs inside the bush. We already know the trick. We caught Grandma doing this, and thanks to Grandma, we figured it out. He's just making his moves back and forth. Then he's going to sit there with the beer in his hand, get real close to the bush, and that's where he's going to place the drugs right next to the bush underneath the porch. That's how that works. So, we're going to continue our surveillance. And I'm going to take a shower. We're going to give organized crime a little privacy. That's right. It's, well, we're just going to give them privacy. We're going to give them privacy. No problema here. They're going to get all the privacy they need. 7:33 p.m. We are focused. That white truck should be coming back. That white truck should be returning back. And that's pretty much it. Look how dark that porch is. And he's moving back and forth. He's moving back and forth. And the white powder bags are going to be stashed around the porch, either inside the mailbox, underneath the front porch, or by the bush. Just watch and see. See? All right. There we go. There we go. Look at the frustration he's going through. Look at the anxiety. I ain't got that problem. And I'm being attacked electronically. This is what happens when you're sitting on a mountain of drugs and you need to get rid of it. They're moving the product. They're moving the product. Look at that. That pacing back. Look at the body language. Look at the body language on that guy. He's stressed out. He is stressed out. This is the reason why Town of Cicero police officers involved in criminal activity continue trying to provoke a confrontation with me. We are focused. And he's trying to disappear in the darkness. Well, we got him. He's trying to disappear in the darkness. He's trying to find the perfect spot so he can hide. He's going to have to hide underneath the porch if he wants his privacy. We got him. And the lights are off. The lights are off. Again, these are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. Open for business. Pacing back and forth. Pacing back and forth. He's hoping and praying I go back in the bathroom and take a shower and start shaving. He does not want me by the window. He does not want me by the window. We already know his true intentions. See the teenagers walking by? Those are the victims that they want. Those are the victims that they want. That's what they're targeting. Pay close attention. See? These are the victims that they're targeting. Oh, there we go. There's the other guy coming out. Reload as well. Reload as well. There you go. There you go. There you go. Lights off in the hallway. Lights off in the hallway. Look at the darkness inside that hallway. They making sure this criminal organization is not exposed. I think it's way too late for that, folks. It's way too late. We have too much information on this criminal organization. Way too much. They should have panicked years ago, not now. We got way too much. And they feel pretty confident because, again, there's new news media outlets protecting this criminal organization. I know it's sick, but that's the way life is. That's why Chicago, especially town of Cicero, is known for corruption. And the taxes just continue going up. These are our tax dollars going down the toilet. Make your tax dollars count. Re-elect, and turn the channel. Do not support these news media outlets involved in criminal activity. How are you going to know which one? Well, the ones that are always out here. Making sure that Larry Dominic is placed in a real beautiful light. That's how you know. Now we got two employees with the lights off, and they're both stressing themselves out. What's their next step? Of course, they're waiting for the customers. They already reloaded. Candyman is hard at work. And both of them have the hoodies on, full face cover up, as if we don't know who they are. I was minding my own business, watching TV. You heard me. But they continue shocking my brain. I don't know what's the motive for shocking the brain, but now we know. They want me to go to sleep early. And obviously, they're hoping I will not wake up the next day. That's right. That's what electronic harassment is. But the rush to make sure these police officers arrest me by provoking a confrontation, that's under less. This is their cushion to avoid any investigation regarding my death. This is a murder plot. There you go. There you go. There you go. They're arguing now. That was bright light harassment. You saw that bright light harassment from a vehicle passing by. That's lights being redirected at the camera. You just saw that. This is the frustration this criminal organization is going through. They have no idea what to do with me. Just imagine another year of surveillance. 2025. I don't know how they're going to be able to handle it. The brain attacks continue. It's going to take a lot of brain attacks to get rid of me. High frequencies. Electromagnetic field waves shock treatment to the brain continues. It's going to take a lot. And eventually, of course, the blood vessels will start bleeding again. And hopefully, by then, we can have a case. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the brain to start the aneurysm. And that's when we can open up a case, of course. We are waiting. Look at that. Look at that. Now they're arguing. Look at that. 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 You saw that? That's how stressed out they are. They're arguing on the porch. Even with the lights off, they're acting as if they just found out about my YouTube channel. Is it possible they just found out about my YouTube channel? I don't think so. Look at that. Look at the anxiety, the frustration that they're going through right now. They got caught. They got caught and they have no idea what to do next. There you go. There you go. Now he's going in. Door closed. Door closed. Told you. Now the other one's going to follow. Let's see. No, he's going to continue pacing back and forth. This is what happens when you're under the influence, folks. Look at that. You can tell they're up to no good. Now they both decided to go in. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah, right. All right, we're going to give them their privacy. That's the best I can do, folks. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to cause any problems. But this criminal organization must be held accountable. I made a special trip to Belmont and Western headquarters of detectives. They're reviewing our information for the second time. Belmont and Western, Chicago Police Department, undocumented by this police department regarding insurance policy fraud. And we're hoping to overturn a lot of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid, and hopefully we can bring some closure to a lot of families that lost their loved ones. That's right. That would be very gratifying to me. Electronic harassment is very difficult to prove, but our YouTube channel continues to be attacked. Our internet connection continues to be disabled. High-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activities, instructions given on command signal. It is posted as a national security threat for this reason. They're being instructed. And these guys are acting like robots. They're not making their own decisions. As you can see, they've been instructed to go back inside, leave the lights off, and hope and pray that I will take a shower and leave them alone. That's not going to happen, folks. 2025 continues to be another year of surveillance. I'm asking for the public assistance. If you have any used cell phones, that's right, with memory cards, with a lot of memory, that'd be great. If you can donate that, just hit format and it will erase our history so it won't jeopardize any of your personal information. You hit format and it erases everything. And we can use this for surveillance purposes. It is a public service and my address is 5133 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. I'm going to continue the surveillance with the public assistance, and we're hoping that this government agency, Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, will bring closure to these victims of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. That's right. These are murder plots on victims equal to radiation levels of a microwave oven, X-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. And of course, it's called, follow me on Google Maps. 3 million views on Google Maps, detailed information, organized crime family process. There's a reason why Homeowner Martinez family is constantly harassing me on a daily basis. There's a reason for that, and this criminal organization must be held accountable. Look at that. Nobody's going to believe. I'm just going to leave the camera running, folks, and you judge for yourself. Are they really going to sleep this early? That's the time. The time is 7:47 p.m. I'm going to go take a shower, and you guys are going to have, you make your own decision. What's happening here? You make your own decision. All right, we're going to let it roll. We're going to give organized crime a little privacy. That's right. Taking a shower. That's it for me. Let's see what happens. You guys can come out now. I'm taking a shower. You're free to go do your crazy things. Go ahead. The brain attacks continue while taking a shower. Taking a shower. Let's have one more look and see. I could be wrong. Oh, look at that. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Look at that. Look at that. I just got back. You heard the shower. The shower's on. Now he's going to sit there and he's going to continue scooting toward the left and place the drugs right by the bush. That's how that works. See how that works? All right. That's how that works. Instructions given. They wanted to give the impression that they were going to go to sleep, the lights are off, but you can clearly see their true intentions. There he is, sitting and waiting in the dark. He's placing the drugs underneath the front porch, both sides. There you go. All right, we're going to continue giving them their privacy. Intentions are very clear. Intentions are very, very clear. It's very clear what they're up to. Very clear what they're up to. No doubt about that. No doubt what they're up to.
We're gonna make sure we got a personal invitation to this party. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to a party in a second, so I'm excited about this one. Mm-hmm. All right. They want to play hide and go seek? Go ahead. We can play. We want to play too. We want to play too. Let's see what's going on. Bam. All right. We're gonna find out what's really going on in the hood. Mm-hmm. We're about to find out. Bam. That's how we do it. See? Bam. We're gonna find out exactly what's going on. Bam. All right. You want to keep playing mind games? Go ahead. You want to keep attacking my brain? Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Keep attacking the brain. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. We got good surveillance now. And now I can take a shower. Mm-hmm. Now we got good surveillance. We got this covered. Don't forget, guys, if you have any used cell phones, donate them. And we can put them into use for a very worthy cause. For these victims that need closure, as far as their deaths, of unsolved murder cases of identity theft. Taking a shower. Well, I'm going to start putting everything away, trying to avoid any family conflict. So we got all these boards, we got the windows covered up, and that could be another reason for the delay as well. Ex-wife should be home soon, so this is what they're hoping for, is to cause family conflict. And this is the reason for the bright light harassment. Of course, you can hear me in the background taking down the plastic from the window. That's right. So, this is the reason why police officers have been alerted that I am responding to the daytime attacks. And this is what they're waiting for. This is what they're waiting for. This is key. This is key to enroll the victim in a mental health facility. It's very crucial that the victims are enrolled in a mental health facility and over time develop a history of mental health illness. Very important. For the insurance policy fraud to be effective, and they can cash in. That's right. If it's fraud, they cannot cash in. If it's fraud, it has to be legitimate. And how they make it legitimate? Making sure that the victim develops a history of mental health illness. This is how they're able to capitalize and cash in on the insurance policy murder plot. This is a murder plot. No doubt about that. This is a murder plot on surveillance. And that's why I'm a target. That's why you see homeowner Martinez's family
constantly running around like squirrels. And they're well rewarded for a brand new vehicle. They're living the life of luxury. Right. Yes, we can. Still removing all the plastic from the windows. In the kitchen. Look at that. This was a missed opportunity. This was a missed opportunity for these applicants to come in here and document all the windows covered up. It was a missed opportunity. They missed it. Man. Drag money away. What happened? They were like, burnt. You just got burnt again. Just got a good education. Good. They're gonna learn to love me. Right, they're gonna learn to love me. They might not like me now, but sooner or later they're gonna love me. They're gonna learn to appreciate my YouTube channel. Learn to respect my YouTube channel. Especially when there's babies involved. Babies, organized crime, has no shame going after teenagers, children, and babies. That's right, babies. And shame on the news media outlets that are protecting this criminal organization. Shame on them. Shame on them. Okay, it seems to be. I don't know what's going on. I don't see no movement anymore. Did they go back to sleep? I don't know. I got to remove the mirror from out there. That's going to cause family conflict. Last time my ex-wife saw the mirror outside the window, I I told her I was shaving. She didn't believe me. So, we're trying to avoid any family conflict. Okay. I had to remove all the plastic from the window. This was a missed opportunity for these police officers involved in criminal activity. This was a missed opportunity. All they had to do was try and provoke me again to go outside. Once I fall for the bait, focus, follow, attention span, and obviously they have me arrested for false pretenses. They're going to come in here and take pictures of all the windows covered up, and they're going to use that to enroll me in a mental health facility. That's right. And over time, each time the victim reacts to daily plan attacks, well, the victim will develop a history of mental health issues. This is key for the insurance policy fraud to be accepted. It will not be accepted if it's under fraudulent pretenses. It has to be legit. And this is how they make it legit, making sure that the victim is documented, enrolled, processed, and has a history of mental health issues, illness, along with the family signing off all legal rights and placing an order of protection once the police officers involved in criminal activity are able to manipulate the family. Not overnight, it takes time, but once they do, the order of protection will be placed, and this means that the victim will be awarded to the State Mental Health Institute. That's right. Insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. And there you have it, folks. We are focused, and I have taken down all the plastic from the windows. And again, this was a missed opportunity for this criminal organization working with police officers involved in criminal activity, and of course, re-elected the machine, Town of Cicero mayor, with organized crime family affiliates and mob associates. Open for business. We are waiting. Organized crime went to sleep early, I guess. And let's check the time. 8:04 p.m. 8:04 p.m. Did they go back to sleep? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're going to leave the cameras running. That's how we find out. All right, now I'm going to take a shower. I was going to take a shower and just leave the plastic up, but there's always that chance that the ex-wife might arrive early, and that's what they're depending on. They're waiting to create family conflict. That's why I'm being harassed on a daily basis with bright light harassment. So I react by covering up all the windows. All right, that's my son playing the guitar downstairs. He has no idea, of course. And I know what social acting is, but this criminal organization, their desperation is way out there that they need for me to react. All right. We are gonna give organized crime another privacy again. 8:06 p.m. I don't see no movement. So they feel more comfortable once I walk away from the window. So, again, we're gonna give them that privacy. I'm going to give them that privacy. The brain attacks continue. The brain attacks continue. We are focused. So far, so good. Bring everything back. Looking good, looking good. That's pretty much it. Alright. sequences. Right after harassment, attack of the brain continues. We are focused. Brain attacks. Brain attacks continue. Brain attacks continue. The brain attacks continue. We are focused. The waiting game. We are waiting. Let's see. What's new? Somebody gets their blinkers on. We are still waiting. Looks like they went to sleep early. After that argument they had on the porch, I hope they made up. We are focused. Bang. How we doing? Okay, let's see. We are still waiting. No doubt about that. So this one, let's see what happened with this one. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Alright. Gotta make sure we are focused. All right, 8:20, 8:20. Surveillance continues. 8:20. Your wife. I don't know if they actually went to sleep. So we might have to keep an eye on them. We just want to make sure. They actually go to sleep. We have to make sure, guys. We have to make sure they actually went to sleep. Our goal is to make the community a safe environment. We want to continue playing games. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. It's 8:25 p.m. We're waiting. We're waiting.
I'm gonna watch a little TV and chill. Mm-hmm. Time for me to take a break. I already took a shower. I'm ready to sit back and relax. The brain attacks continue. The bright light harassment continues. Attack of the brain. Gotta have my dessert. I gotta have my dessert. I gotta have my dessert. I'm hungry. I gotta have my dessert. So we're gonna continue giving organized crime their privacy. I'm gonna watch TV and chill. All right. I'm trying to be nice. The brain attack. Organized crime is not too happy. You can feel the frustration in the air. It's gonna be another 2025. They're complaining about tonight. Just imagine. 2025, a whole new year of surveillance. I don't know how they're going to be able to handle that. Let's see. Bam, bam. Let's see if they do anything good.
Any more left in there? That's it. Well, we're just gonna go get a beer, huh? I'll be right with you. I gotta stop at Status Hut. What'll it be, Nick? Nice cold beer, please, Frank. Hey. Don't you think you better take it a little easy? Nick Bartlett. Hey, no. Come on. Now, you listen to me. Your father happens to be a very dear friend of ours. And I don't think you'd like it too much if you knew I just stood around. Well, can't stand nobody's pleasure, can you? Come on, Will, let's go. I think maybe the poor boy don't want to go home. Now, it don't matter much what you think matters to me. When I see a fella needing a drink, you're in the way, Seeger. That's all. Well, why don't you just move me out? restriction on your beer, Frank. I understand, Nick. All right, Will, let's go. Well? All right, let's go. I'm thirsty anyway. I like to say he's gonna feel in the morning. He's pretty bad. What happened? No, let's go. We'll need you. With help? No, on his own. He never had a drink in his life. He's a fast learner, I'd say. Not wine, no whiskey, nor anything. That's the way I raised him. And I don't think it funny for you fellas to whip him down and dump him and try to laugh it off. Wait a minute. You trying to tell us that we brought him back here after we got him drunk? If you're looking for someone to tar, it seems to me you're looking in the wrong direction. You raise a colt, you teach him to carry a saddle. You raise a man, you teach him to carry a drink. Come on.
Here, I'll take care of it. Drink. You come with me, boy. Oh, you either good. I'll get you up to your room. I'll get you.
I know it sounds horrible, whiskey to cure whiskey, but it really does help. It's called hair of the dog. You're very difficult. Then you always have been. You never did know what was good for you. You should have stayed home with me today. We could have talked. You wouldn't have gotten into any trouble.
I'm all right now.
Not yet. Now, you're not ready to face the world yet. You rest, nice and easy. Just will tell you, and all the whiskey's gone. Suppose it had to happen sometime. But she didn't have to go and get herself sick all that. First drinks like anything else. First, look at the ocean. First, ride in a train. First, love. First, heartbreak. First, stolen kiss.
You do that to him? In his own house? You're dirt.
I'm young. Oh, well, I've tried. You don't know how hard I've tried. But I'm just not cut out for an old man's darling. Don't you try to make me say I'm sorry, because I'm not. I'm not sorry, nor ashamed, nor frightened either. Because I know that this is real. It's clean and it's good.
You're trash. You're filth.
Don't say that to me. Please don't say that to me.
You do that to him? You're the scum of the earth. My own father.
He's not your father.
What'd you say?
I said he's not your father. That's right. He took you out of an orphanage and they were glad to get rid of you. He agreed to keep you. They were 24 and he had himself a free work hand, a slave, and that's all he ever wanted anyway.
You're lying.
I found the key to the safe. It's in his will. That's why he never let you have a drink. It's in his contract with the orphanage. Oh, darling, it doesn't have to be Please love me too, Will.
Get out.
Please, Will.
Get out! Will? You ready, son? We're sitting down to supper. It's his first time. He hasn't learned you gotta make yourself eat.
Darling, I'll come with you.
Mighty sweet, you're nursing them all afternoon. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Will, your daddy's here. He wants you down to supper, sugar.
Boy, you'll feel better with some food in your stomach. You gotta try. Will?
He's just ashamed, darling. He can't face you yet. He's so very young. Now, don't you let it spoil your dinner. Please don't worry about him. He'll be better. Come on, darling. Come on.
Will! Evening, Judge. Oh, come on in. I think Audra's in the living room. Well, what do you know? You can even walk.
Well, how nice to see you.
Sorry, Miss Markle. What happened? Your pa kick you out just for one little drunk?
Nick, we were just going into supper. Won't you join us?
Didn't come for supper, ma'am.
Oh, something else?
Job.
A job.
What's the matter, Will? Doesn't your father have enough work for you? Always work to do, I guess. Comes a time when a man's got to break away. Start making out for himself. I thought, being friends. I see. Well, Nick does the hiring. Just so happens I'm short one man. You any good in the forge? Job needs doing, I can do it. $30 a month in keep. Tell Mac I said put you on, all right? Thanks.
I wonder what happened.
I wonder. Everything look all right to you, Will? I'll make up. You know, I don't like to pry, but... Well, I've known your father a good many years. Matter of fact, he was one of my first clients. I wouldn't like to see him hurt. Maybe you ought to think this over a little more. Thought it over. Well, you know, sometimes things seem a lot worse than they really are. If you've had some little difference of opinion. No, nothing like that. We get along fine. Well, it seems to me he'd be hurt all the more. You know, Will, your father's had a lot of hurt in his life already. All those years your mother was sick. I really think the only thing that got him through it was you. I don't think you have any real notion of how much you mean to your father.
You can stop playing games. He's not my father.
Who told you that?
Don't matter who or how, I found out is all. Pick me out of an orphanage. Could have been me or any other. 1, 2, 3. There's one looks healthy and strong. Signed papers and put a ring through my nose. If I tried to run, he could have hauled me right back.
Well, I don't think you run away from someone who means as much to you as he does. Is there some other reason?
No, none.
I
himself. Jared, believe me. Let it drop. Please.
I wish I could. And I will.
Jared, so early?
I apologize for the hour, but I'd like to see Henry. It's very important.
Of course. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
No business this morning, Jared. I've been up half the night. Will's gone. He's disappeared. Not even a trace.
I know, Henry. He's over at our place. He rode over last night and asked for a job.
Why? For no reason? Not even a word?
Well, he was pretty worked up. He knows the truth about himself, about the orphanage.
Couldn't. He couldn't miss you let it out.
I think you know better than that.
You're the only other one that knows. It's written in my will. You have it in your safe right now.
You have a copy, too.
Under lock and key. Like it's always been. You didn't get it from me. Who told him, Jared?
I wish I knew.
Henry, you mean Will isn't your son? Oh, darling, why didn't you ever tell him?
We meant to. We always meant to. It's just that the right time never seemed to come. Maybe it's because we didn't want it to come. Maybe it's because we loved him too much. Thought that if we told him, he'd understand that we weren't just holding him. Must have been something else that made him run.
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him. All right, I'll bring him back.
Henry, wouldn't it be better if Will came back on his own? Oh, just you wait and see. He'll come running back. First little spat he has before a truck. Now, if you don't mind, I want to make sure that Henry gets some rest. He's just been so upset, poor darling.
I'll stop by tomorrow, Henry.
Goodbye. I know what's really bothering Will. It's that girl.
Audra?
She wants Will, and she won't stop at anything. You're a man, darling, and I wouldn't expect you to understand. Well,
Real good.
Of course, it's only late.
Listen, this is my drink from now on. Thank you, Mother Lee.
For what? She's in town with you.
Well, thank you. Almost got away from it.
You told Nick you could handle a forge.
A forge, not a fire.
Takes a man to do both. Lift some tools. Moon. You got my mic.
Well,
My mama. I wouldn't argue with her.
We'll be alone here. My family's away.
Oh, my. This is a wonderful room. Every time I come here, my daddy used to keep Spencer's like this. There's the time I watched him oil, polish.
You wanted to talk to me?
Yes. Send him home, Audra. You can't hope to hold him.
I'm trying to. I didn't even know he was coming.
Of course, you have to say that, darling. I understand completely.
There's nothing but...
Sometimes you can't do what you want. Sometimes you gotta stop and think of others. Do you know what you're doing to his daddy?
I'm not doing anything to Mr. Marvin or Will or anyone else. Now, if you'll excuse me, babe.
Princess, with me, I know exactly what you're up to. Little Miss Soap and Starch country girl. Don't know A from B or which from what. Gonna be pure shocked to death when I tell her. You're not the only one he's looked at. That's right, little country girl. Things like that happen. Everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, he's been after me for months.
I don't believe that.
Your second choice, darling. Strictly hand me down.
I think Will ought to hear this.
Olga!
What's the matter? Why would she pick up a gun?
I don't know.
Well, there must be some reason. Audra!
Well, she was saying such wild things. I said I was going to get you, and she grabbed the gun and...
What kind of wild things?
She said you were always after her.
It was the other way around.
We'll kill Paul when he finds out the truth about her. Well, you should have seen him when he brought her home. It was like she started a whole new life for him.
You never had much of one before that. Not with Ma and her being sick all those years.
I can say it was an accident and not tell him the rest.
No, the sheriff will be asking questions.
But you don't know what to do.
Listen, I don't want you to have to lie.
But it's not really, right? It was an accident.
Oh, Will, I thought you...
Mother... She...
I did it, ma'am. It was an accident.
Might be easier back to
Why did you give me a hard time? But it don't matter now that you're back. It don't matter one bit. It just goes to show you what pure foolishness a man can do. I should have told you about the orphanage. I should have told them how to hold a drink and not worried about them taking them away. Oh, I got plans for you, Mel. I got big plans. Yes, sir. Start today. Oh, will you stop? Will you listen? Was something wrong? What?
Oh.
Oh, don't. Please, you'll hurt yourself more. I asked you what happened.
It was an accident, Henry. Over at our place.
Your place. She came to get me, Pa. To bring me home. We was in the gunroom with Audrey. Audrey? Audrey killed her? No, Pa. It was me. But it was an accident, Pa. She picked up the gun, admired it like. And Audrey told her to put it away because, well, it might go off. Pa, then I reached for the gun and... Pa, it's the truth. Truth is, it was the girl's fault.
That's pretty wild talk.
She didn't tease him to come over there. Therese wouldn't have had to follow after him. And she wouldn't be lying dead in the wagon. Oh, no, Pa. Underneath that pretty face and that sweetness, you're wrong. Pa, if you just stop and listen. I gotta make arrangements.
What is it, Jared?
I don't know yet. Steve just said he wanted to see us.
Steve?
Sorry to have you ladies drive all the way in, but I'm afraid it was necessary.
Leslie?
Mr. Seeger, how nice to see you sober.
Sober on the day of the shooting, too. So I can recall it real plain.
Now, Bert, you weren't there. Nick ran you off last week.
Not even time to pick up my tools. That's why I went back.
All right. Now, you tell them what you told me.
Sure. Like I just said, I'm getting my tools, and Mrs. Marvin rides up and says, the girl, I want to talk to you inside. So, the two of them go in the house together.
Just the two of them.
There was just two of them in there when the gun went off.
That's not true.
Will Marvin says he was in there also. Now, why would he lie?
He's stuck on a girl. Want to help her out, wouldn't he? Maybe save that pretty Nick from a stretcher.
Mr. Seeger, I've lived here a good many years. I've seen men lie for a drink or a dollar. But to lie out of mean personal spite, to try and destroy a young girl's life... I warn you, Mr. Seeger. When we get through with you, there will be no place in this entire valley that you can hide. No place.
Just tell her what happened is all. No, I've been figuring on moving down Fresno way. But if you need me for the hearing, I'll stay.
Audrey, he is lying, isn't he?
Now, that don't mean I keep his mouth shut. Now, he'll talk his head off in the inquest.
Inquest? I didn't think you needed an inquest.
I've got to call one now. Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Here.
Now remember, honey, you won't just be talking to us, you'll be talking to a coroner's jury. Most of them friends of Henry's, probably just come from the funeral. They'll be feeling sorry for him.
I know.
That's why you have to be absolutely sure of what you're going to say.
I'm sure.
Is there anything you've forgotten? Anything at all?
Nothing.
It was an accident. You'll swear to it.
Yes.
Now, you say she picked up the gun and Will grabbed for it.
Yes.
So Seeger is lying.
Yes.
Audra, I'm only trying to help. Now, come on. That's nothing to be frightened about. You know, the word accident can mean a lot of different things. If Will grabbed for the gun because he was worried, that is how it happened.
You keep asking me.
I'm sorry. But if it did happen some other way...
I told you.
I mean, he could have grabbed for that gun for a lot of different reasons. If Therese were angry or upset.
She wasn't.
You're sure?
Yes, he wasn't even in the...
Oh.
He wasn't even in the room. You were the only one there with her.
Yes.
It was you who grabbed for the gun.
She picked it up. I was so frightened.
Why? Why?
She was so angry, so wild.
Why? Why, Audra?
I can't tell you.
Audra, Jared can't defend you unless you tell him the whole truth.
Honey, I can't build a wall without any bricks.
Oh, Jared, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Who? Audra, if I have to ask you all night and all day, I want to know who it is you're protecting. Now listen to me. I've got a pretty good idea already, but I need to hear you say it.
Jared, I can't tell you. You'll have to ask Will.
There he is. If I was you, I'd take it slow and easy on him, Nick. Heard say you can catch more flies with sugar than with vinegar. Yeah, I know, but I don't happen to be hunting flies. Come on, get. Just coming over to see you. What? What's the matter? I just thought you'd like to know that Audra's got us worried. She seems pretty upset that she heard about that inquest. Inquest? Seeger told the sheriff you weren't even in the room when it happened. Oh, you know Seeger. He's lying. Is he? Well, Audra finally broke down. She said the same things. Now, Will, what is all this about? She said you could tell us. But there must be some mistake. Oh, no. No mistake. She's holding something back. There's no question she's scared, and so are you. Are you going to tell me why, Will? Now, if you're telling the truth, let go of my horse. I'm afraid this isn't going to wait. Look! Boy, you better start talking. Now, that's enough. No, I've just started. Now, boy, you better start talking while you can. Let go! When you go. Hey! Well, just pure boyish spirits, I suppose. Just trying to dig the truth out of them is all. Well, wait a minute. Well, Brother Nick, with your usual flair, you've locked the cage before we caught the bird. Well, someone had to open him up. What are you doing here? I was hoping to talk to Will.
High frequencies, brain attack, brain attack. Where that harassment? That's right. Here we go again. our focus. It's a waiting game. (9:02, 9:02). We are still waiting. It's a waiting game. We are waiting. Like it's gonna be a long night.
Bill? Where you been? I had some things to do, Pa. Kinda got behind. I guess I just can't get used to the quiet around here. I thought you'd be home from... I haven't. Nothing, Bud. Wasn't nothing. You don't get cut up like that for nothing. Who done it to you? Well, you take my word for it, Pa. It doesn't matter. Well, it matters to me. Well, who done it? You have a run-in with someone? I ask you a question, son. I like an answer. Now, who was he? Nick Barkley. Why? We had an argument was all. Just an argument. Over what? Look, Pa, a girl? Why? You know something they don't want you to say. Like maybe you never did go into that house after all. Maybe it was just out of interest. Maybe it wasn't an accident. No, you're wrong, Pa. It's just like Seeger says. All you see is the girl. I don't count for nothing with you. You're wrong, Pa. Don't talk like that. All right, I'll give you one more chance. Say what you know. Tell me what it is Audrey don't want you to say. All right. I left some supper for you. Go in and get it. Open up! Come on, open up! Open up or I have to bust it open!
Henry.
face, all right. No wonder the boy can see nothing else. No wonder he couldn't see the blood on your hands. Yeah, he could have told me. You killed her, didn't you? You picked up that gun and you shot her down when she tried to get him back.
Just a minute, Henry.
Come on now, admit it! Henry!
I think you better go.
You'll pay for this. You'll all pay for it. What you done to Therese. What you done to me. Pa! I heard you ride out. It's just as well you're here. You can tell her for yourself. Tell her you can't protect her no more. Don't you look at him like that. He's gonna tell the truth. He can't cover up no more.
I'm afraid no one can cover it up any longer, Henry. They couldn't tell you about Therese. Because the truth is, she came here for Will.
He came because I wanted him back.
Because she wanted him back.
You say just what you mean.
I think you know what I mean, Henry.
I always thought you were a decent man.
I'd heard rumors about it before, but I guess I never wanted to believe them. Then after the shooting, I had to find out for sure. I checked up on her in New Orleans.
You went prying behind my back.
I asked questions, I got answers. She was 17 when she took her first husband. 2 years later, he was killed in a duel involving her honor. 4 months later, Henry, she married the man that killed him.
Lies, all lies!
Less than a year after that, he brought suit for divorce. The charge was adultery.
First a life. Now a good name. Your part's true, he's right.
Stop it, he's telling the truth. She was no good. That's why Will had to run to get away from her. She thought that I was keeping him here and said all sorts of things. I told her I was going to go talk to Will. She grabbed the gun and... He couldn't tell you. He couldn't hurt you. He loves you that much.
Been a long way home. You see, if you change the line a little and put the railroad spur through here, it'll be better for both of us. That's pretty fine orchard land. We're in a crop of peaches, apricots, plums, and that'll cut the loading costs down, way down.
That's a good idea you've got.
You got it. I let him pretty fair, huh?
Pretty fair.
Mother's setting the table for lunch. We're hoping you'd stay. Well, yes or no?
Be a pleasure, Audrey. I'll join you in a minute.
It's good to see you smile again, Henry.
No, I'll tell you, Jared. Deep down, I guess I always know about Therese. But I put blinders on. Made a deal with myself. After all those empty years, I had to buy what time I had left.
You had 2 good years.
She was so young and pretty. Always laughing. Can't be sorry for that.
Let's have lunch.
Outside the party.
Okay, attack of the YouTube channel continues. Attack of the YouTube channel continues. You can clearly see while trying to upload the video. Attack of the YouTube channel continues. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Nope. Nope. There we go. And the time is 9:14. Let's make sure. Let's try again. Okay. This is called the power of social media, folks. There you go. Organized crime just responded again and reacted and panicked, and we got them on video. Here you go. We got them on video. So let's continue the brain. We are focused. And let's another look. Lights are up, lights are up. They're panicking. Now they got the lights off. But that one's on. That one's on like that. There we go. Back of the brain continues. And that's the date right there. Now they're being very cautious and turning off the front lights. Now they're being cautious. It's a little too late for that, guys. Everybody knows. That's right. Everybody knows. That's the brother harassment from the dollar store. Redirected at my window. There you go. Well, we are focused. And the vehicle, I guess they're ready for it to wake up early in the morning. There you go. We are focused. Oh, we got another one. Mamma mia! Another day of surveillance. And 2025 is going to be another year. Another whole year. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Whole year. Whole new year. Whole new year. Hope organized crime knows what they're doing. A whole new year. It's going to be a real long year of surveillance. Long year. Complaining about tonight. It's gonna be a really long year.
the surveillance is going to continue. We had the vehicle on. We had the vehicle on. How about that? Instructions given on command signal. How about that? So he decided to not go back to sleep after all. Look at that. And is this by coincidence or by accident? Well, he made a run for it. He's inside the vehicle. And now the special delivery where I put the bags will continue. There he is. We already know his intentions. There you go. He's off. He's off. He's off. He's off. And he's gone. There you go. It took him a while. It took him a while. But we now know his true intentions. Why now? I have no idea. It's 9:18 p.m. 9:18 p.m. March 20th, 2025, Thursday. And this is after the internet connection attack on the YouTube channel. So there you go. 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. I'm going to sleep, and that's our surveillance for tonight. That's pretty much it, guys. That's it for me. It's going to be a whole new year of surveillance, folks. Public service. Public service. A whole new year of surveillance. We are signing off. And I'm going to sleep. That's it for me, guys. That's it for me. The brain attack continues. Next time, it's responding. Panicking. Once more time. I don't know how they're going to be able to handle another year of surveillance. They're panicking tonight. The best thing they can do is just act natural and accept the surveillance for what it is. Just act natural and let the surveillance continue. Don't fight the surveillance, folks, because the surveillance ain't going nowhere. We're going to be right here. Surveillance will continue. 2025 promises to be another year of surveillance guaranteed. You can take that to the bank. Guaranteed. No stopping this YouTube channel. I'm sorry. That's it for me. Good night. That's it for me. I guess they want me to leave the camera by the window until he returns back, but we're gonna take his word for it. He should be coming back on his own. He doesn't need our help. He doesn't need our help. We already know the game plan. They want me to leave the camera by the window and create family conflict, of course. That's what that is. They're waiting for the ex-wife again. That's pretty much it. So, we already know the game plan. So, there's no stopping this YouTube channel, guys. Nice try, but no cigar. Maybe next time. Or next time. Today, It's gonna be another year. Continuous surveillance. Guaranteed. The people have spoken. Inquiring minds want to know what the hell is going on in town, sister? Well, I think we're doing a pretty good job at letting people know. Especially when there's babies involved. That's right. Especially when there's babies involved. That's it for me, guys. Signing off. I'm going to give organized crime a little price. Run around and not have to worry about me. I'm going to give them their price. And they don't have to worry about turning off the lights. Just going to let them enjoy their price. That's it for me. That's it for me. Bada bing, bada boom.